This Yahoo was sent in by level 9000 Drew Davenport. Thank you, Drew. It's by an anonymous Drew user. We'll call him Coney. Coney asks.
We found him.
Well, he wasn't missing, was he?
Well, I have no idea.
Okay, great.
By the way, that was about 2 years before I started caring about current events.
Great.
Just so everybody doesn't think we're like total idiots, I'm sure Coney's still out there and still sucks. There's nothing funny about Coney.
No,
there is
he's a
something funny about
shithead.
Coney 2012. That was the craziest name for a campaign ever. Just want to say. Okay.
Yeah, Coney's the worst. All right, so Coney asks. Listen, we don't want to make light of Coney, but anyway, I'm imagining that Coney is on Yahoo Answers and ask this. Teen fun crazy camps?
Oh.
Does anyone know a camp for teenagers where you just go crazy and have insane parties? Like a rave kind of party without drugs or alcohol. I'm looking for an organization that's weekly.
Wait, a weekly camp?
Yeah, it's
Like
one
it
of those.
lasts a week or you go every week to party camp?
I think they're saying every 7 days
Uh-huh.
you roll up to rave camp.
Uh-huh. But no
And
drugs and
just-
alcohol.
No drugs and alcohol. You're just high on being at camp, and you just lose your mind in a dark room.
I was thinking this person was basically describing the burn until they got to the part about no drugs or alcohol, and then they were definitely not
100% not describing it.
Burning Man, like for
Yeah.
sure not.
Did
No,
it
it sounds like
used to go to teen clubs? I mean, when you were a teen, not like as a
Well,
creepy
yeah, I
adult.
think we've talked at length about the Gym Factory before, haven't we?
I believe so.
If so, it's been a while. But yeah, I used to go. There was a place called the Gym Factory, which does not sound like a place where hundreds of 14-year-olds would go to get their first hand job. But it is where hundreds of 14-year-olds went to get their first hand job because there's a dark room in the back of a sort of gymnastics facility where you would go train for gymnastics. But then there's a dark, stinky back room where 14-year-olds would go and be in the dark and just get wild on each other.
No alcohol, no drugs, but all the hand jobs you can handle.
Yeah.
You know the
just
show Wild and
HJs
you know that show Wild and Crazy Kids? That show got its name from the time that fucking anyone from that show, Omar Gooding? No, was it Omar Gooding?
And Donnie Jeffcoat.
Jeff Coat, yeah.
Yeah. They walked up in
And
the Gym
I want to
Factory.
say the woman's name was Anita, but I'm not sure.
No, you're wrong on that. But they rolled up on the Gym Factory on a fateful Friday night, and the stink blast just hit them.
And
they were
Donnie
like,
yelled, "These are some wild and crazy kids!" And Omar snapped his fingers and pointed at the sky.
That's it.
Magic Donnie.
And then they started just butt freaking on each other because that's what happens. Oh my God, you go there on Friday night and you have yourself a butt party. And so, yeah, I mean, I used to go there and that was weekly, but it wasn't camp-like. There weren't any pup tents. I mean, there were, if you know what I'm talking about, teen boners.
For sure.
Team boners.
There is a film, of course, from 1987 called Party Camp.
Yeah.
If I may be so bold as to read the one-sentence descriptor from Wikipedia.
Yeah, please.
The plot revolved around a teenager who takes a job as a summer camp counselor, only to spend the whole experience partying and creating hijinks.
I
So
feel
it
like you
sounds
could
like a
read that
good
sentence
film.
and then say, "What movie is that?" And people were like,
Meatballs?
8,000 movies?
Heavyweights?
All of them?
All movies? pretty
Meatballs?
much? Inception?
I'm pretty sure you've just described Apocalypse Now. This would be a pretty dope camp. I feel like I would really enjoy being at Camp Lightstick. It sounds like it would be a
But
pretty
wouldn't you be
sick time.
bummed out if you showed up and you had watched all of these Meatballs 1 through 12 and you were like, oh, whimsical, crazy experiences at camp. And you showed up and it was just like, around about 5 we'll do dinner. And you're like, and then it gets crazy. And they're like, no, we might have a cookout, maybe roast marshmallows, but everybody's usually in bed by 8. And then the counselors get together. No, we just do devotional.
Why were they advertising as a party camp, Travis?
Yeah, this is party. You've just
because
described something
it's
that's
owned
not
by
party.
Donald Party and his family. It's a family. man.
Oh shit!
The party, the Donald J. Party Camp of falconry and early bedtimes. Why do they even have this camp?
A black limo just blasting drum and bass music rolls up into the middle of camp. And they're like, "Oh my God, it's him!
He opens the door, falcons fly out.
It's Don Party." Those the falcons fly out. He stands up, and it's just an old bald man. He says, "What are you guys still doing up?"
Donald, it's 5:45.
Yeah, I know. This is my camp. I set the rules. Just kidding.
And he shoots an arrow into a bullseye clear across camp.
Fuck yeah, but the bullseye explodes and it was full of DMT,
And he gets
the spirit molecule.
And he's like, I guess you're wondering why I'm here. And everybody's like, yeah. And he's like, does anybody remember the password to our QuickBooks account? I forgot it.
And then he plays the electric guitar.
Oh, I thought that was Falcons.
It was both. It was a falcon playing electric guitar.
Oh, fuck.
This sounds good.
For a lame old man, Don Party sounds pretty cool.
Wouldn't this be exhausting, though? Like, wouldn't you also need a chill-out camp, like, next door?
The camp across the lake, that's the feud. Like, oh, they're so chill.
Like, I was about to describe chill-out camp, which would be a camp where you just chill out, like, sit around a fire, relax, make, like, some crafts and shit. And then I realized...
camp.
You're just describing camp.
Yeah,
like
you have some
chill-out camp
orange juice and some snacks. Oh,
So
camp.
wait, have every camp I ever been to, has every one been a chill out camp for another cooler party camp next door that I
there's
just didn't
always
get the memo on?
There's always a cooler camp. There's always a cooler camp. You're never at the coolest camp.
Unless you're at Camp
you're at
Nowhere.
Camp-
That place
Camp
was
Nowhere's the
crazy.
best. Yeah.
Camp Nowhere was wild.
Oh, man. So you guys all, hey, listeners, you all know that Justin, Travis, and I were all in the hit film Camp Nowhere, right? I was Christopher Lloyd's butt double.
We get residuals anytime a podcast mentions it.
Do you
multiple sex scenes.
You watched Camp Nowhere and you went with your parents thinking like this is going to be a fun summer romp. And it was, save for like the 6 or 7 explicit Christopher Lloyd sex scenes. That butt that you saw, you're like, I don't want to see Doc Brown's asshole. That wasn't. Here's a little bit of movie magic. Let me take you BTS. That was my asshole. They
For
did
those
some,
extended scenes, completely unnecessary and contextless.
that was the year that we invented CGI. I had fucking Weta doing stuff on this asshole.
Did you also do the love scenes with Susan Lucci, or was that Christopher Lloyd improper?
No, that was actually they were very much in love during the making of that movie. So that
Wide
was
shots,
all,
Lloyd, close-ups, Griffin.
right. All of the passion that you got from that romance, that was real passion. And I can't. I'm a great butt actor. I can't fake that.
No, that kind of butt chemistry, you can't. You can't learn
fake.
that. Stanislavski said that.
Can't teach that butt chemistry.